What's up, guys? This is Chris DeGoat, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about Specter. And Specter is a cryptocurrency that we are currently coming up with. The other founder is going to remain anonymous, so for the time being, it's me. So Specter is meant to be completely and totally anonymous for everybody that uses it. So effectively, we are taking a twist on Monero and on Bitcoin and combining the best features of both to make them mesh harmoniously to create a brand new blockchain, a brand new coin, a brand new system that people can go to. So some of the features we're going to discuss is the decentralization, the upgraded security, and the fact that it will be running on a custom blockchain. So some of the key features, 100% anonymous public ledger. This is something that Monero practices, but something Bitcoin does not. So one of the key themes you're going to notice is Bitcoin is the most secure out of the two, and Monero is the most private out of the two. But the problem is they could both work together and make something so much better than what's currently in circulation. Unfortunately, that's not here yet, so that's exactly what this project is meant to become. So on top of a 100% anonymous public ledger, you're also going to use the SHA-256, which is the secure hash algorithm 256 security method. This is what Bitcoin is famous for and what it implements. As well, meshing these two together, obviously, we're going to have to create a hybrid blockchain and protocol to run everything together because there's not going to be anything in existence that currently is going to run Specter. Also, we're going to talk about a little bit about nodes and supernodes, which we will have, which are going to be dedicated computers and programs that people have on their computers so that they can be part of the network to verify transactions. We also have a special privacy tool that we have come up with called the Discipline Protocol. I'll also go into that just a little bit more shortly. And one of the key parts to this is most cryptocurrencies now need to be, in my opinion, CPU and GPU friendly. What this is going to do is make it to anybody that has a computer is going to be able to participate in the network. So let's talk a little bit about what Specter is going to be intended for. As a totally anonymous coin or currency, there's going to be a lot of speculation on what the intended purpose is. However, I want you to know that with my intent on creating this and trying to get the community involved, it's not for anything devious. It's not for anything illegal. It's all going to be for things just to get away from the government's oversight, to get away from people buying and selling your information without your consent. You have the right to have privacy and control over your finances. And what Specter is exactly that, and a step in that direction. So the unique features, as we had just discussed, is ASIC mining resistant, but it is CPU and GPU friendly. So anybody that has a computer will be able to get on, download the software that we will have developed, and will be able to be part of the entire process and part of the network and enjoy all the benefits that come with that, with solving some of the puzzles to earn some of the rewards as well. Nodes and supernodes staking system. This is the discipline protocol I had mentioned. So in order to be a node, you have to stake 1,000 Specter coins. And in order to be a supernode, you have to stake 2,500 Specter coins. Now what this does is ensures that anytime somebody is involved and somebody is there on the network, they have an invested interest to be there. They're not going to be a hacker. They're not going to be an attacker. They're not going to be somebody trying to manipulate the system. They're going to be somebody that has had to pay, to some extent, depending on the price value, a heavy amount of coins to be part of that network. So if it's found that that person messes with any of the program or passes false information through, or their node is found to manipulate the system, they will lose 25% of the coins that they have in their account into the staking account, and that goes directly back to the development wallet. So basically, anytime somebody is caught intentionally verifying false information or trying to aid in an attack on the network, they will lose coins that they have staked. And that is one of the key things that's going to add an extra layer of protection to make sure that everybody that is running full-time on the Specter network is people that want to be involved and it's going to do the project right. So obviously we're going to have to create a private wallet, a hybrid wallet as well, and everything's got to be hybrid. So there's going to be private wallet, private transactions, and a private public ledger information posting system. So all that means is that everything is going to be recorded and documented. However, nobody outside of the network is going to be able to see what that information is. And aside from the person, business, or wallet that you're sending money to or receiving, nobody else will be able to see what's going on except for you two. So that's going to be what makes this something special, is we're going to find the sweet spot to make sure that nobody else is going to be able to invade and see what you're doing or who you are. The only business it is to people, so you know you're not getting random money all the time, and they should have the choice to decide to tell you if they want to know. However, there's famous things that are used such as Twitch and YouTube where people get tips. It's an excellent thing for that too, because people do wish to remain anonymous. So we're going to have a choice with that. So a hybrid blockchain with proven security features. We're going to take a lot of the encryption and the hidden elements from Monero, as well as the raw security power from Bitcoin, as well as the halving, as well as some other features. And we're going to have to find the hybrid to mesh them together. One of the key things that Monero boasts is it's very different from Bitcoin. So we're kind of taking away from that a little bit, and we're coming back to it to make them closer together. The cool part about this project is it's 100% community funded and supported. So right now, I myself am paying for the advertisement. I am paying for all the things to get it out into the open. After that point, and we'll talk here in just a minute on the price tag, all that is going to be raised by the community. In respects to that, if you do donate, you will receive a predefined amount of minted coins, and we also have rewards for the top donations, which we're going to go into in just a second. One of the best parts about this project that I'm the most excited about is we have freelance to work to ensure security and privacy of the project, which means no one company is going to be responsible for everything. Advertising is going to be something different. The developing and design is something totally different. Nobody has every piece of the puzzle yet because not all the pieces exist. So this is going to ensure that nobody is going to be able to manipulate the project from the inside out or the outside in during the development phase. So practical uses for Specter, because a lot of you are thinking it's going to be a dark web currency, which I'm sure it will be used as, but that's not the intention. So purchases that you wish to remain private or anonymous. If you get embarrassed about buying anything particular, this is going to be something where you don't have to worry about that because it will not be linked back to you. Some people enjoy online crypto, casinos, or gambling sites, and this is commonly paid with Bitcoin. This would be a currency that would be perfect for something like that. Something as simple as sending money to family or friends. And as we just said, tipping YouTubers or Twitch users or any kind of streaming platform person. Websites who use cryptos as an alternative. So obviously it doesn't necessarily have to be something you want private, but it is a currency. So go ahead and go out there and use it as a currency. What a lot of people go into crypto for simply is investment. All with your privacy is the first priority because, again, does it need to be known who you are and what you're purchasing? The answer to that, in our opinion, is no, and that's why we are going through with what we're going through. So we're going to go through some of the project details and outline. Note at this point we do not have a white paper made. The white paper we have been quoted would be 2 to 3 weeks into the project after the initial payment has been made. And we're going to go into that in just a second. But I am going to have a copy that I have made, or like a very non-professional white paper that just goes over a more meaty version of kind of what we're talking about on this PowerPoint today. And that will be available on our website, and we will have information for that in the description as time comes. So the very first step is going to be fundraising, and that's where we are currently at. As soon as we get to fundraising, 3 main things are going to happen for us. We're going to start our development. We're going to be able to continue on and to advance our advertising, and we're going to be able to get available on exchanges as soon as it is developed. So under the development stage, after that is complete and everything has been tested and it is released into the wild, during that time we will be doing our pre-minting giveaway, which is going to be the rewards for donors, and we are going to be able to select a node and supernodes and make sure everybody that's in there has staked the appropriate amount of coins as a minimum, and make sure that their systems have been running optimally and haven't been found to alter any code or try to do anything suspicious or hacky to the network in the initial stages. So we're going to go over some of the project specifics, and this is the meat and potatoes of the whole project. So we have been quoted at a price tag of 28,000 US dollars. it is going to be a US-based designing company that'll create and develop the blockchain, the wallets, the protocol, everything. It's all going to be done with one company as far as that's concerned. The estimated time to complete the project is going to be 3 months. Now, what this is going to pay for is a team of 2 full-time designers and developers for a 3-month term. And they do believe that this is something that can be accomplished in that time frame. So we are being very transparent with what's going on. This is the price we have to have and we have to pay to make Specter a reality. We have to send this to the company so that the people can be paid for them simply doing a job. So where this comes into play is everybody that helps us to raise this money is going to become an investor, and we'll talk about what the rewards are going to be for that at the end and shortly. So we need a total of $8,800, which is $8,800 to begin the project. I feel personally it's best to wait until we have the entire amount of $28,000. That way we do not have to have the risk of there being a slowdown or any kind of problem or any kind of delay that could cause the coin to not go full on. So in my opinion, it's best to raise the full 28,000, pay it all at once, and then do the updates from there. Founders have paid out of pocket for advertising so far. That's something I told you guys about right now. Currently, I am paying for a lot of the stuff that's going on, the website that's going up, the advertisement, audio, video, the animations, just small stuff to try to catch somebody's eye. So that way we can try to get this going. As you can see, I've made this PowerPoint, so we're trying to, really put as much effort into this as we can to let you guys know what's going on. 100% community supported and funded project. So, we obviously, people who believe in the mission of this and believe that it's a good idea are going to want to get involved with it because they're probably going to either A, want to make some money from it through investing or trading or try to, or B, they're going to want to use the project, or C, they want to see it expand and explode. So, we want to make sure that the people that are interested in making it happen are the ones that are involved from the ground level, just like we are, so that way they can get the most from it at the end. And we do have significant investor rewards, which we're going to detail here very shortly, kind of show you a specific on everything. So the perks to investing, whenever we do go into that, the very top donation is going to receive 250,000 Specter coins. And this is going to be in addition to whatever coins they have purchased, because we are going to have a set price per coin. So for every dollar that you donate, you're going to receive a set amount of coins after they're pre-minted. The second top donation will be 100,000. The third top donation will be 50,000. The fourth through the 10th top donations will be 25,000 Specter coins each. These are a pre-minted supply. So we talk about a pre-minted supply that's going to be intended for ICOs, initial coin offerings, or through airdrops and projects like this. So there is 120 million coin fixed supply that's ever going to be minted with Specter. That's it. So what that does is it creates inflation resistance, because there's only going to be a fixed amount of it, but there is going to be some more than Bitcoin. We don't expect Specter to turn into a Bitcoin, nor do we really want that. We would love a high value, obviously, but we don't want an unrealistic value to where it's no longer used as a currency, to where it's used as an investment key, much like Bitcoin is. We want this to be a functional, reachable, easy to use, perfected coin. So it's not an investment tool. It's something that is used as a currency, if not a go-to or the go-to currency for a lot of places that currently accept it and will be in the future. Reward halving, similar to Bitcoin. So we talked about that just a little bit. So that's going to raise the rarity of the coin as time goes on in the future. And it's also going to decrease the amount of rewards. So it's going to weed out people that are not serious into making sure that the network is secure. It is ASIC resistant. So again, we are going to do the very best that we can to make it CPU and GPU compatible. So you may not be able to use a laptop at all times. You may have to actually get some graphics card rigs to mine. But either way you choose, they are much more power much more power efficient than what you'll find on the ASIC miners, which are obviously fairly toxic, which anything that uses power is, but you're never going to have a perfect world to where things don't have power that they're used, unfortunately. So we are freelancing the work to provide diversity, and this also provides security, because nobody can manipulate another person's work, and then people only have the information that we have provided with them about the project so far. So basically everything is going to be secure until it is fully being developed and we are in contact with people who need to know all the information. Obviously, it's going to take a worldwide Specter, or an effort, excuse me, a worldwide effort to make Specter a reality. It's 100% community based, and it's 100% community funded. It's going to be the community that uses it, so it's going to be the community that needs to make it happen. Built to add a secure and anonymous alternative payment method. We do not want to replace fiat currency. We do not want to replace paper money. However, there is over 1,600 different types of cryptocurrency at the making of this particular video. Very, 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 very few are trying to accomplish what Specter is. A handful have the desire to pull away from centralization and to pull into the realms of privacy. So that is what we're trying to do, which is different than everything else. So do keep this in mind when you are looking into other projects in the up and coming. So with all this being said, we do ask that you help make Specter become a reality. Complete security is what we're aiming for, on top of ease of use, with anonymous transactions and anonymous identification, as well as custom functionality. All this together is going to create Specter. Thank you guys so much for checking in. Please be sure to check the description below, as we will update it with news as we move forward, as well as any links onto upcoming news, how much money we've raised so far, and the website to visit so you can see more of these details, as well as donate either currency or pay through PayPal. Thank you all so much, and I hope you guys have a great day.